Here is the full breakdown of Swapped. Okay, but what if I told you that Swap isn't just a funny animated movie, but actually one of the most emotional body swap story we've gotten in a long while? Because at first glance, it looked simple. Two characters from different, completely opposite worlds, raised to believe they were enemies, suddenly waking up in each other's body. But the real story starts the moment they realize there is no quick way back. Now imagine this. You wake up one morning and everything about your life is gone. Your body, your identity, your environment, and the worst part, you're not living as the person you were thought to hate. That is the core idea of Swapped. And what makes it even more interesting is that the movie doesn't treat it like just a joke or fantasy situation. It actually uses it to break something deeper. How people judge each other without understanding their lives. And before we go further, if you love animated movies like this, Disney Breakdown, Hidden Meanings, and cartoon secrets people miss the first time, you should probably subscribe right now because this channel is literally all about catching those details you didn't notice when you first watched the movie. Now back to the story. As the movie continues, both characters start to realize something shocking. The people they were taught to fear actually have struggles, emotions, responsibilities, and pressures just like them. One of the biggest hidden messages in Swap is simple but powerful. People stay enemies mostly because they never experience each other's reality, and this movie forces that experience in the most extreme way possible. Now let's talk about something people don't really notice at first: the body switch behavior difference. When each character wakes up in the other life, they don't act the same at all. One struggles emotionally and feel lost, while the other tries to adapt quickly and survive in completely unfamiliar world. And this is where a lot of comedy comes into. There are moments where they completely fail at pretending to be each other, the way they talk, react, even how they move. And it's funny, but it also says something deeper. Because no matter how much you change physically, your personality leaks through. And that's one of the subtle ideas the movie plays with. Now, another important part of the movie is pressure from both worlds. Neither character gets peace. One world sees them as an outsider, the other world sees them as a traitor. So instead of feeling free, they were stuck trying to survive two identities at once. And this is where the movie starts to get more emotional because it stops being about switching bodies and starts being about identity crisis. Now let's talk about Michael B. Jordan. His involvement in the movie. His voice performance adds a lot of emotional weight to the character he plays. You can hear frustration, confusion, moments of vulnerability, especially when the characters start questioning everything they were taught about the enemy's side. It's one of those performances that doesn't feel loud, but it feels real. And that's important for movies like this because Swap is not just about acting or action or comedy moments, it's about emotional understanding. Now, while we are still here, if you're enjoying this kind of breakdown, you would definitely like what this channel does because we don't just summarize movie. We actually break down the hidden meanings, character psychology, and detail most people miss when watching animated films. So yeah, subscribe if you love this kind of content. Now back in. One of the most powerful parts of Swap is actually the quiet scene, not the action scene, not the funny moments, the quiet ones, where both characters have also experienced each other's daily struggle. Small things, routine things, things that seem normal on the outside will feel completely different when you're living someone else's life. Those moments are what make emotional message land because you start realizing something simple. People don't understand each other because they never sit in each other's reality, and that's exactly what the movie forces them to do. By the end of the story, the biggest change isn't that they were able to survive the switch, it's that they finally started understanding each other as people, not enemies. And that is the real message of Swapped. Not comedy, not chaos, not body switching, but empathy. And honestly, that is why Swap stands out. Because under everything, the humor, confusion, and fantasy, it's really about a story about seeing people as human beings first And if you want more breakdown like this, animated movie secrets, Disney theories, hidden meanings in cartoons you grew up watching, then stick around because there's a lot more we haven't started to uncover yet. So tell me, what is the next movie you want me to talk about? And trust me to deliver. I'm going to give you the hidden things they never wanted you to know. Thank you for watching.